So hey guys, welcome to my review of Batgirl issue number 9 here. In the last issue of Batgirl, I guess you could say we saw some closure for Batgirl in her coming to terms with the events that happened with her a long time ago where the Joker shot her and paralyzed her from the waist down. And basically we ended it with the whole entire story with Grotesque. And also we were building up to a new storyline, but we won't talk about that today because we're continuing the Court of Owls event with Batgirl now. And later on we'll see a new story arc after the Court of Owls event, which is the next issue. So in issue number 9, we opened up with, I guess you could say, a bit of backstory, as we are in Japan in 1944. We see a Japanese girl named Ayumi writing a letter to her family, and this is during the time of the war. And basically she is writing these letters and making these paper balloon bombs, and that's basically it. We just get a bit of story about her. And later on, we open up at 1946 at Haley's Circus, and we see one of the Court of Owls member come along to Haley's Circus. As we've seen along in, Nightwing, we've seen that the Court of Owls has chosen some, acrobats or people who have, been in Haley's Circus to join the Court of Owls or to become a Talon member. So basically one of the Court of Owls members goes into Haley's Circus, and of course Mr. Haley has, a person there that they, the Court of Owls has chosen to join them and to become a Talon. Now this person is wrapped up in bandages, not like her whole entire body, but her face is wrapped up in bandages. And we learned that basically her face is scarred due to the fact by paper bombs or paper balloon bombs that were supposed to, hit the west coast of, America, but technically one flew and strayed into Oregon and actually caused some damage and, affected this one girl and scarred her face up. But that's about backstory we get here that's coming up to some of the events that are going to happen in this issue. We open up with Batgirl being attacked by one of the Talon members, who is actually this girl in the front cover. And basically they fight it out, and Batgirl's there because she saw an explosion at a restaurant, so she, came and decided to, investigate what was going on. And basically she fights it out with the Talon, but technically sort of gets her butt kicked because she didn't know what she was getting into, because this Talon member is really acrobatic. It's just like Nightwing. He flips around, or she flips around, and does some kicks and really does some heavy damage to Batgirl. And later on, she's actually hanging off a ledge of the building. But what happens is the Talon member decides not to actually, push her off. She just pokes her forehead with two of her fingers and leaves Batgirl there. She doesn't actually push her off or kick her off or try to kill her, but the Talon member just leaves and leaves her there hanging. So Batgirl's wondering what's going on here. And then afterwards, we see Commissioner Gordon walking around the streets, and we see this guy tell Commissioner, you dropped something, sir, and we see this coin is actually a Court of Owl coin, and right before Commissioner Gordon was like, oh, thank you, and he's about to pick it up, but later on this mysterious figure who is actually part of the Court of Owls, tells Commissioner Gordon, yeah, we have your daughter under surveillance, and we will kill off any people you love if you warn people about us. So don't do it, okay? Don't alarm people. Just treat, everything that's going on calmly and safely. Don't alarm anybody. If you do, we will kill your daughter. We will kill everybody you love, and basically he's being held hostage right now. And basically he, the Court of Owls member lets him off, and of course warns him, don't say a word about what's going on right now. The events that are happening around Gotham City, don't get involved. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it. That's what he's trying to tell Commissioner Gordon. And Commissioner Gordon walks back to, the Gotham Police Department and basically goes to his office. Now, while this is happening, Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, is trying to figure out what's going on. Who is this Talon member? She doesn't know who this person is. She doesn't even know it's, called a Talon. She doesn't know who that person is. She just knows that there's this mysterious figure that's, terrorizing Gotham City, and she's trying to figure out what's going on because she actually stole a piece of paper from the Talon member, or the Talon, right before she escaped. And this paper has some kanji on it, and it says November 1944. And she, of course, realized this event, basically has to deal with the, paper balloon bomb event. And she narrows it down to possibly who this person could be. And realize what's going on. And basically what happens with Commissioner Gordon is he's sitting in his office and he hears all these events that are going on. Basically with Damian and Wayne, Red Hood, and he's just sitting there like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, just get some more officers there. I don't know, I can't get involved. Yeah, just go, don't worry about it. Yeah, sure, yeah, yeah, that's basically what he's doing until the final event when, basically they tell him that, people are being killed off. Important people of Gotham City, the people who formed Gotham City, like mayors, attorneys and whatnot, are being killed off. And that's when Commissioner Gordon is like, you know what? Screw this. I'm putting my foot down. I can't deal with this any longer. Give me a cell phone. I've got to call my daughter. She has to be safe. I'm scared for I'm scared for her life right now. And of course, the the Court of Owls member calls him up and says, we warned you. So everybody that you love right now, they're not going to be much alive anymore. And basically one of the Gotham Police Department's police officers comes out of the, police department, and one of the paper balloon bombs actually explode and kills him. And they are starting to attack the Gotham Police Department. And of course, Barbara Gordon, realizing what's going on now, she's worried for her father's life and rushes over to the police department to try to protect her father. And of course, she gets the call from Alfred halfway through this issue, telling them that, of course, we need your help, blah, blah, blah. We all know what's going on now. Alfred's calling for help. But yeah, and then, of course, Commissioner Gordon says, I've got to get up to the signal, and then, of course, one of the police officers, I forgot her name, she tells Commissioner, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't risk your life, but he's telling her that, no, I have to do this because I have to, create a symbol of hope for people. The Gotham City's being terrorized right now. Everybody's, frantic. Everybody's scared. We have to give them hope that someone's going to answer the signal, that Batman will be here to save us. I need to go up to that signal right now. And that's what he does. And of course, Batgirl, realizing what's going on now, she sees one of the Talon members up there, the same one that she's encountered, and she goes up there and fights her. And then basically in the end, she can't technically fight off her because she's too good for her. So she kicks her off the edge of the building and basically she gets hit with one of the paper bombs and she explodes. And, well, God. And in the end, Batgirl asks her, why did you left me there, alive? You could have killed me. Why didn't you? And she writes down on the ground, I also wear a mask, so I understand. Or I, wear a mask too, I understand. Now that got me scratching my head because this is the same girl that appeared in the beginning of this issue with the backstory with the whole Court of Owls guy, getting the, the member they've chosen in Haley's Circus, who's this girl, and, I don't understand what she meant by, I too wear a mask, so I understand, so I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand where that came from. But if you guys know what that meant, please let me know under the comment section below. But yeah, afterwards, Commissioner Gordon finally reaches the not searchlight, but the light that, shines the bat symbol and turns it on, and what comes out is the night owl. Not night owl. What are we talking about night owl for? It opens up an owl symbol, and now he's saying like, oh my God. Have we all lost hope? Has Gotham City lost hope? Is Gotham City finally overrun? What is going on? Oh my God. Now that's how this issue ends. This issue, yet again, you don't really have to pick up this issue. It does not have to do with anything with the Batgirl storyline that's going on as of the last issue. You don't really need to pick this issue up. And like I said, you guys are reading the Court of Owls event. This is a good read for the event that's going on right now, dealing with Batgirl and whatnot. What I really liked about this issue is how devoted Commissioner Gordon is. He can't sit idly behind, his desk and hear all this tragic events that's going on in Gotham City. This is sort of his city also, not, with Batman. This is Batman City, but it's also his city, in its own way. He has to protect this city. And, of course, we all know Commissioner Gordon wasn't going to let all this happen, so of course he was going to put his foot down sooner or later. And also seeing his devotion, seeing that he wants to create that symbol of hope for people, that this also helps him reassure himself that, you know, Batman's going to save the day yet again by turning on this bat symbol on, that Batman's going to be here to protect everybody. He wants to give himself hope and also Gotham City hope. So I really did like Commissioner Gordon's devotion here. They really did it well in this issue, you know, portraying his devotion to Batman, to Gotham City, and it was really great. Batgirl, on the other hand, it was okay. I mean, the storyline generally was okay. I mean, there were some points where I really didn't honestly understand, like with the girl named Ayumi. She had nothing to do with it. She just created the paper balloon bombs, and that's about it. And I guess you can say she was the cause for the other girl who's the Talon member, cause for her deformed, scarred face. I guess you can say that, and that's basically it. I mean, technically it didn't really all do much. Wasn't really that compelling, but I mean, it's still a good read. I mean, it's not a bad issue. It's just, I really didn't understand half of the time not what was going on, but what that girl had to deal with. I mean, introducing her, and then, you know, Ayumi really didn't do anything much, so, yeah, but still, it's a good read. I would suggest, if you guys want a good read, like I said with the Batman Robin comic, if you want to sit down, chill, read a good comic book, you know, this is a good one, you know, just for a one-shot, or just read it for the event that's going on, or just read for fun, you know, it's good. But yeah, I'm, you know, really excited to pick up, you know, where Batgirl issue number 8 left off, because that left off with a really good ending, and I really want to see what's going to happen next. So yeah, I still don't want to spoil it, because I hope you guys have read the issue. If you haven't read it yet, or you guys aren't going to read it, because you're just watching this review for the Court of Owls event, then it's no point, you know. So yeah. Really good read, just a good issue. Not, you know, really awesome, but it's a good issue on its own. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked this review and found it helpful. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. So yeah.